Right off the gate, thank you all so much for 500 subscribers. I think we're beyond that now as of recording this video. But I just wanted to make this short little video before I continue making content, just to thank you all for 500 subscribers and just to go over my thought process and just to explain a bunch of things like why I started making Dragon Ball content and among other things. I'll just give some insight into why I've chosen to go down this path and to obviously just give some light things. Yeah. So I want to first off, again, thank you for 500 subscribers. Like, this is coming from someone who's been constantly stuck at 400, 420. I started to make Sonic Forces speed battle content to try and see if that stuck with anyone. It did with a few people, but honestly, with how my audience is and my friend group, I don't know if I could see myself doing that long term, unfortunately. Plus the amount of effort I put into editing that video, the blue screens that our director liked to shove out at me. It made it really difficult to make content like that, especially with like how intricate I wanted to make it. So basically, in short, the amount of effort I was putting into it just didn't perform as well as I'd like it to. So I just I've put a pause on it. I might come back to it in the future, maybe when I've got more of a viewership. But as of right now, I don't know. I'm not going to return to speed battle content for a while. I'll still play it. I'm still growing up Darkspine Sonic as I'm recording this. But yeah, I also before that I did a bunch of montage gaming content, or memes and stuff like that. I just wanted to see what would stick. So I began this channel doing experience content, like basically little montages with funny sound effects and stuff like that, which was fun to make. But again, it's the same situation as the Sonic Forces speed battle videos, where like I put all this effort in and nothing came of it. So it was kind of a waste for all that time and sweat and just staying up late at night just to get it done. It's just for it to, essentially flop. And both of all of the content that shared in common was the lack of comments. There's hardly any comments. I never saw anyone discuss anything, talk about the video. I just saw like the one or two comments saying it was funny or this is my favorite moment, which is fine. One or two is better than nothing. But the new content, the Dragon Ball Rage Blast content, especially. It's probably been one of the most, I guess, profitable, is that a word for it? It's probably one of the most successful decisions I've ever made in terms of this channel, because I wanted to just make a video on one of my favourite games of all time, the Raging Blast 1 and 2, obviously. I wanted to show people that there's more than meets the eye to this game. It's not just funny beam struggles and cool ultimate attacks and transformations. There's actually a lot more to it. Sure, you'll have the average wise guy who's like, well, they're not something I didn't know, they're like actually really common, which is fine, because I wanted to make sure that if people were unfamiliar with this series, that they could watch my videos and they would get an insight into what kind of stuff they can get up to in that game. And if there's anything they didn't know, they can come to those videos for reference, and if they want to know something specifically, there's a timestamp in the chapters column, which is really handy for me personally. But yeah, the Raging Blast content, I just started the first one as like a one-off thing. I wanted to see how well it worked. I got a lot of inspiration from Dark Viper AU's Facts and Glitches series, but when I was thinking to myself, I didn't really want to do glitches, because I felt like that would be copying, that'd be too much influence. I didn't want to do Facts and Glitches, because, number one, I didn't want to try and waste my time getting these near impossible glitches to happen. And number two, I just wanted to point out stuff you can do in the game, or find in the game, rather than what can happen if you do certain things and glitch the game out. So I came up with facts and features, like features as in, this is in the game, let me show you it. And then facts is in, did you know you can do this? That sort of thing. So I wanted to make sure I laid it out, as in, if you didn't know this, then good for you, but if you did know this is how you can do it again, and what happens if you do it again, that sort of thing. I just wanted to make a video about a game that has carried me from my childhood for quite a few years. I wanted to show people that it has a lot to offer. Again, I've probably mentioned this already, but you know what I mean. But yeah, again, I just want to thank you all so much for the support, and that, like, the amount of the comments. One of my favorite parts about any successful video is just the comments that flood in. Of any successful video, I just love discussion. I love debate. I love when people have something to say. It's just one of my favorite parts about content creation. I just love interacting with people. But 500 subscribers again. That's just still so surreal to me. Like, my previous channel, The Redstone, you can actually go find it. I think it's linked in the channel description or something. That took 6 years to hit 500 subs. So, and this channel, it took, I think, a year, 2 years to hit that, which is mind-boggling to me, because my previous channel had like a 12,000 view video called Top 5 Dead Rising Psychopaths, which was a cool video to make, but I don't think it really encouraged people to stick around for my content, which is a shame, because I really want to make a go at things there, but I guess, I don't know. You know, I've tried uploading there, but it's not really, I don't think there's an active subscriber base there to really upload to. But I don't want to make this too long. Thank you so much for 500 subscribers. I really appreciate it. I can't understand how much I appreciate it. I'm hoping to hit 600 at some point. That's probably asking for a lot. I know, 600. Yeah, I just really want to make a go at things. I really want to show everyone all these different games have something to offer. There's like hidden. If you didn't know it, you know it. And I just want to make sure that more people are introduced to my content. I want to make content that entertains or informs. I want to make people have their mood brightened. I want to make sure people laugh. I want to make sure people, you know, learn something new every day. So yeah, thank you for so much again for 500 subscribers. Here is to 600 subscribers, maybe 1,000 by the end of the year, but that's asking for a lot, I think, in my personal opinion. So I'm not going to be too fussed if we don't get that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you all in the next video.